G'day guys, Agats here. Russell and the team at Access Workwear and Safety have been looking after me and other tradies for years, making sure we get the clothing, equipment and boots we need when we're on the tools. Now, in their typical style, they're taking customer service to the next level and talking to experts on our behalf about life beyond the tools. And let's face it, none of us are getting any younger, so tune in and get some tips from different experts on how to look after your health, wealth, business and your team beyond the tools.
And welcome to another edition of Beyond the Tools. In this web series, we've been looking at a number of different topics around being beyond the tools. They have been around business tips, we've interviewed tradies around their industrial health and around topics that are hot in the industry at the moment. And we've also been chatting about some of our favourite workwear brands. And today I'm really pleased to be joined by one of our key supply partners, Steel Blue, and in particular Michael Rennison. Thanks, Michael, for being with us today. You're a stalwart of the Steel Blue brand. You've been around for a while, 16 years, I think.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
With Steel Blue.
Yes.
Tell us about how that sort of developed and what your role has been over that time.
My role with Steel Blue, I'm the Victoria Tasmania Sales Manager for Steel Blue. I've been in the safety market for some 30 years, and I was working with a premium brand prior to that, and I could really see the Steel Blue brand emerging.
Yeah.
And as a result, I sort of made some inquiries, and 16 years later, I went through the process, and here I am. It's been an amazing journey, and there's certainly some lot more great times to have along the way.
And the industry has changed in that time, and footwear has changed immensely in that time. From Steel Blue's perspective, it's not just about comfort and fit for purpose and all of those things, though, is it? It's about giving back to the community, which is why we partner up so well. It's such an important part of what we do at Access Workwear and Safety. Tell us a bit about the current program with the charity boots that Steel Blue are doing.
Okay, well, we've been partners with Breast Cancer Care WA for some 16 years now. And the whole aim around that is we make pink and purple boots primarily for the women in the workforce.
And here's an example. Absolutely,
yeah. Absolutely. So we've made over 160,000 pairs of boots over the 16 years. We've raised over $2.6 million, which is amazing for those funds along the way. And we hope to continue that relationship on for many years to come. And how it all comes about, $10 of every pair sold goes back to Breast Cancer Care WA, and then it's distributed amongst their channels, things like the nurses to help them, with their way through and looking after people along this journey. And
that's, as I understand it, that's being doubled this month in part of the promotion that we're involved in.
Yeah, absolutely. For the month of May, the Steel Blues decided to double up, so it's $20 a pair a month.
And there you go, somebody ringing in to get their pair of pink Steel Blue boots. We love the phone ringing. That's phenomenal. We're obviously part of that promotion with you guys this month, but it's not just pink and purple, is it? There's other charity boots involved.
Yeah, absolutely. We've recently partnered up with Beyond Blue, so from that side of it, and we've raised over $350,000 with Beyond Blue, and the same principle applies. It's $10 of every pair sold goes back to Beyond Blue, and to be utilised the best that they see fit, for that particular charity. As I said, it's only early days in that space, but between the two charities now, we've hit over $3 million, which is amazing. And we want to keep these going forward long term, and continually raise funds and give back to the community like we have in the past.
Absolutely, and they're not just great boots and fashionable boots, but do you get feedback from the end users and from your distributors that around the causes and around the fact that people are buying them purely for the fact that donating to a great cause at the same time?
Yeah, there's a large proportion of the sales that are relevant to that, you know,
Yeah.
And I think you can, you know, there's so many people that can relate to both charities, you know,
for
and
sure.
you know, we do have a lot that like it and buy it for the colour,
Yeah.
because it's their favourite colour, or, you know, they like to be something a little bit different, but a larger proportion of our sales and the feedback we get is people are buying it because of that very reason of donating back to the charity.
Yeah, it's phenomenal to be involved in it, and you know, we're obviously proud partners with Steel Blue in the charity boot ranges as well. We talk about innovation, development. Everybody's going, what's new, what's new? How do you see the sort of footwear market developing from a Steel Blue perspective, from the point of view of technology and what's next, I guess?
Yeah, look, I suppose it's come a long way, footwear, over the years, you know, and comfort, weight, the look of the boot, the aesthetics of the boot has really changed over the years, and there's so much choice out there now, which is phenomenal. And what we recognise is that we want to continually improve in those areas. I think innovation is very important, you know, fit for purpose, of course, but, you know, to sort of be that next step ahead is what we're trying to achieve. And some of the new developments that we've done, you know, is hinges around the fashion and the look of the boot. So we've introduced the new slate range of boots to the marketplace, which is a line extension from our sand range.
Been very popular.
Which it has, and sand's been great for us, but you know, we feel with the clothing trends and different fashion that's going out there, that the slate is probably that next stage. And we've had pretty good transactions so far, but we hope that will continue going on. You know, we've got about 3 styles in that space at the moment, and we'd like to continue that going forward.
We've talked in other episodes and generally within our business around lifestyle and I guess the coming together of workwear and the fashion industry into that sort of lifestyle space. And the boots that you're talking about are really a part of that and a reflection of that as well, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, they certainly are. And probably one of the other things that we've rolled out recently too, Russell, is the Southern Cross Graph Tech range. You know, we talked about innovation, so we've put graphene into work boots, you know, into the scuff cap and the TPU outsole, purely designed to give a greater resistance in terms of abrasion and wear resistance for people who are in those harsh environments. The flip side of that is they're Aussie made.
I was going to say Australian made as well.
And we're making them in our Perth facility. So you know, and look, we're getting some good traction. You know, there is a number of people out there that still want that Aussie made product. So we've got that on offer, and we look forward to continuing that on.
And often you hear Australian made, and everybody's perception is it's going to be double the price, but in this situation it's not, is it?
No, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it is slightly dearer than our current range of the Southern Cross range, but you know, it's got those features and benefits in the boot for people that are hard on the boots or in those harsher environments, and we want to give them longevity out of it.
No, fantastic. Really interesting to get your insights. Really appreciate all the work that Steel Blue does for us. And the partnership that we've got, and Steel Blue's a phenomenal brand, supporter of Access Workwear, and really pleased and proud to have had Michael here with us today. And we'll see you again on another episode of Beyond the Tools.
Right, thank you, Russell.